All right, BD, our next Reddit advice question comes from Moosey the Squirrel. Neighbors are naming their child the name we were planning to name our child.
That's a lot of name in that sentence.
That is a lot of name.
All right.
All right. So my wife and I are trying to have our first child. Congratulations. We found out our neighbors are pregnant and naming their kid Lily Anna if it is a girl. This happens to be my wife and I's first choice. My wife is very upset because she feels like we can't name our kid the same name. I don't give an F what our neighbors name their kid. We aren't friends with them, but we are friendly with them, and we are planning on moving in the next 5 years anyway. Do you all think it's still okay for us to use our first choice of a name, yep. I can't read, still, or is my wife right to be upset and we have to come up with something different? No, you can name your child whatever you want to name them, because I'm pretty sure there's probably millions and millions of Lily Annas in the world today, and it's a name. It's a name.
Yeah. I've never cared what neighbors think about anything, because they're neighbors. They're not like friends. They're not like people that stick with you forever. So name your kid what you want to name them. What it will look like, and you'll have to be okay with this, is you're copying them because they're there first.
That is true. But
because they're already pregnant. What'll happen though is they'll both be boys, and the name won't matter for either of them.
Well, maybe you could get with the neighbors and one person.
Billy Anna, is that what they'll do for
Billy Anna?
Sorry.
Well, no, I was gonna say get with the neighbors, and one side gets
a duel.
No, not a duel.
Oh, a duel. I thought a duel.
That could be fun, though. But agree that one kid's going to be nicknamed Lily and the other kid's going to be nicknamed Anna. Because let's see, this name is really two names put together. So just split it between the two of you. Then everybody can name their kid Lily Anna. But one's calling him Lily, the other's calling him Anna. So when you're yelling at your kid to
come in
or house. Well, kids don't go outside anymore today,
true.
So you don't have to worry about that. So that would be my suggestion.
I wonder where Lily Anna comes from. That's I don't want to say it's a strange name. I feel like it's kind of a unique name, and for both to be interested in it at the same time. But the fact is that if it was a boy and you both wanted John, John's a common name, like
Brian, James,
Paul,
Edward,
whatever. Anyway, so the point is, name your kid whatever you want to name your kid. Yes. Don't worry about it. So you are correct. Your wife is incorrect. You don't have to come up with something different. But if you want to think about it and you like a different name down the road, you can change the name. If the kid likes their name or becomes a nickname or whatever, it's whatever it is. It's like, listen, it's your kid. Name your kid what you want to name your kid. Just make sure it's a name that can't be made fun of too much. That's always the key. Parents, choose a name that can't be made fun of in school, and you've done a good job. That's all you really need to do. And the shorter the name, the better, because then it's quicker to fill out forms. That's pretty much the only two things you got.
And I would also like to point out, as in a past conversation with our son, in terms of what to name a child, think about a name that is going to be okay once they're an adult.
Right. Adult names and initials. Because if you got to put in a video game score and you got to put your 3 initials in, you could have it spell out something, but you don't. You just want to make sure it can be normal letters. It doesn't have to spell out something, but don't have it spell out something bad. Mm-hmm. And then that, and then because
the game's never going to let you put your initials in,
or you'll be made fun of again.
There's so much to think about when choosing a name for your child. When
it's really just ridicule. You got to watch out for ridicule.
True. That's true.
All right. So, Moosey, I think that's it. Yes, use the name you want to use.
You're right. Your wife is wrong in this situation. She shouldn't be upset.
She shouldn't be upset.
Name your kid what you want.
Name your kid what you want, because you won't even remember those neighbors in a couple of years after you've moved. Mm-hmm. So, that's our advice. Moosey, thank you for the question. And if any of our viewers have any questions or advice that they want to give Moosey in this situation, please put that in the comments down below.
Hey, you made it to the end of the video.
And we appreciate that. If you need advice, go ahead and click on the link in the description below, and it may get answered in a later episode.
And if you want to watch more Twice the Advice, check out our other videos right now.